channel. It is January 2020, brand new year, and that means we have a brand new unboxing for you. This is the January Sew Sampler box. If you're unfamiliar with Sew Sampler box, they are a monthly quilting and sewing subscription box. They're full of all kinds of goodies, sewing patterns, fabric, notions. I'll put a link below this video where you can get this box and more information on it. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside. So this box is going to be all about farm life, and on the back it says enjoy $10 off a purchase of $30 or more on jelly rolls and honey buns. So that is always nice. And then of course we have our little pamphlet here telling us everything that's in our box as well as retail value, so we know what kind of a deal we're getting. Alright, so first off is this fun ruler. This is a Creative Grids ruler, which is my all-time favorite ruler brand. I almost exclusively use Creative Grids rulers. I love the lines on them. They're super easy to read. I do have a video on how to cut fabric, and it does kind of cover how to read your ruler as well, if you need help on that, so you can definitely check that out. This one is a 3.5 by 6.5 inch ruler. It's valuing at $12.99. I actually do not have this size. I have several sizes of Creative Grids rulers. I've got a relatively large square one that I use all the time. I've got my 6 by 24 inch one that's probably another one of my main ones. I use that all the time when I am cutting yardage. And then I have a bunch of various different sizes. I don't have this little guy yet, so I'm really happy to add a ruler to my collection always. I'm not very good at buying rulers for myself unless it's something specific and I really need it, so I love getting them in boxes. So this is kind of fun. This is a Gingham on-the-go project bag. It says, take some cottage comfort with you wherever you go. This darling gingham mesh bag is the very picture of organization, functionality, and cuteness. Designed for sewing on the go, this sturdy bag will be your constant companion no matter where you are. It retails for $8.48, and it looks like it comes, if you buy them from the website, they come in a set of 3. And so as you can see, this bag is a mesh zipper bag, so it's got this nice little zipper pull and a cute little tab right here. I think it's cute. The only thing I would probably not want to put in here would be like an embroidery project or maybe a stitching project where you've got like a needle, because I think it would just come right out of the bag and probably poke someone. But you could definitely put some of your little sewing notions in there, thread, that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I could always use an extra zipper pouch. I don't actually use this that much for quilting though, I will say, unless I'm like quilting, you know, if I'm taking all my stuff and going to like, you know, a sew along or, you know, where we kind of gather with friends and stuff. So I probably won't use it for that, but I might actually use it as a little notions bag for my knitting. All right, next up is this quilting journal, and it looks like we are the first members to receive this item. Time to tidy up your sewing room and get your quilting affairs in order with the quilting journal, with sections for 50 projects, blocks of the month, wish lists, and more. This journal will make sure you stay on track and on top of every single quilt top. This is retailing for $13.98, although on the back of it, it says $14.95, so maybe there's a sale on the website. It's really funny that they sent that out because I'm actually working on making my own, because you guys know I make a lot of my own projects and patterns, and so I am developing my own kind of type of similar thing. It's got some different you know, things to keep track of that I personally need. If I do that, I'll probably share it with you guys just so you can use it as well. It also has a block at the month section and then a place for some notes. This is about how thick it is. It's a nice little kind of skinny pamphlet, half sheet size or whatever. So I like it. I think I'll get some good use out of it. The next thing in our box is our picture window quilt pattern. This is exclusively for Sew Sampler box. It's a lovely picture window kind of pattern. Using just a few honey bun strips, you can easily build this lovely quilt with 2 block variations. Picture it on the flower garden, half honey bun included in this month's box, which I will show you in just a minute, or you can add a few more strips to make it a larger lap size. This one values at $9.98, and here is a little bit better image of it. And I did flick through this true to form. There are color pictures and stuff in here, and even though it looks kind of difficult, this is actually a pretty easy pattern, which I love about Fat Quarter Shop. They tell you everything you need on the back of the pattern, so that is good. It is a lot of smaller pieces, but it's not difficult, so I think even a beginner could tackle this and end up with a really cool quilt in the end. It looks like it comes in 2 sizes: wall hanging 33.5 by 40.5, and then lap version 54.5 by 61.5. And here's the flower garden half honey bun they were talking about. This is valuing at $13.99. This is by Lindsay McCrae for Moda Fabrics, and it says, this flower garden must come with a dash of sugar because it is just so sweet. These prints are updated spin on a few of the favorite feed sack florals and in 1.5 inch honey bun strips. You get a pinch of all the bright blue and yellow hues. And if you don't know what a honey bun is basically like a jelly roll, but instead of 2.5 inch strips, they're 1.5 inch strips by width of fabric. And so you get a nice sampling of the whole line of fabric. They are really handy when you're doing quilts like this. You don't have to cut all these little strips by yourself. And I'm really liking the color palette. And the last thing in our box is our Goodness Grows Quilt Along block number 10. These are by Corey Yoder. If you are unfamiliar with this, you get one of these blocks per month in your box, and then when you get all 12 boxes, you have enough to make a fun sampler quilt. This is block number 10. It retails for $4.98. I do not believe you can buy these yet, but I think once the whole year of blocks is up, then you can go on the Fat Quarter Shop website and get them. So here's block 10, and as always, I like to go through and show you the other blocks. So here are some of the blocks that we have so far. Most of them have been fairly easy, straightforward, and pieced. The block for this month, as you'll see in just a second, is a applique block. So if you're uncomfortable with that, you could probably swap it out for one of these other ones. But these strips right here and the little florals are appliqued on to kind of a larger block. And if you've seen her Playful Petals quilt, looks very similar to one of the patterns in there. It was actually one of the first quilts I made. It was really fun, and I just sort of tackled applique right off the bat because I didn't know what I was doing. I was too new to be like afraid or intimidated to try it. So I did. I loved it. I'm really glad that I did. It's actually still one of my favorite quilts today, and if I can find a picture of it, I'll insert it in this video. But this is a block number 10. And that's it for this month's box, you guys. January 2020 box. I think all in all, I'm pretty happy. The total value for this box is $64.40. If you're new, the boxes are $24.95 when you purchase them, so that's a pretty good value for your money. I think I'm relatively pleased with everything in this month's box. Leave me a comment in the description box below on what your favorite product was. Mine is typically the fabric, as always, and I always love these rulers as well. So that's everything for this month's box. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. That way I know to keep making them for you. Hope you guys are having a great start to your year, and I will see you next time.